Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we study English for Wonderful World, Unit 12, Cool Places, Lesson 3.
1. Listen and point. Repeat. Awesome. Boring. Exciting. Wonderful.
2. Listen and tick. Where were you last week?
I was in a village in Vietnam.
How was your trip to Vietnam?
It was awesome. My favorite place was the farm in the village.
Oh, why?
The cows were cute and friendly. It was really exciting.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful. I was at home last week. It was boring, Sam.
3. Look and say. 1. Where were you last week? We were in England. 2. Where were you last month? We were in America. 3. Where were you last year? We were in Vietnam. 4. Where were you last year? We were in Turkey.
4. Listen and repeat.
1. How was your trip to America?
It was exciting.
2. How was their trip to Vietnam?
It was awesome.
5. Look and say. 1. How was your trip to Turkey? It was exciting. 2. How was his trip to Egypt? It was awesome. 3. How was her trip to Vietnam? It was wonderful. 4. How was their trip to England? It was boring. 6. Let's talk. Where were you last summer? I was at Ha Long Bay in June, and I was in Ha Giang in July. How was your trip to Ha Giang? It was awesome. Where were you last holiday? I was on Phú Quốc Island in December. How was your trip to Phú Quốc Island? It was wonderful.
7. Listen and repeat. Village. Turkey. We were in an old village in Turkey last week. 8. Listen and chant. Village, village, village. We were in an old village. Turkey, turkey, turkey. We were in beautiful Turkey. We were in a beautiful village in beautiful Turkey.
9. Say it. 1. He was in an old village in Vietnam. 2. Her trip to Turkey was interesting. 3. Our trip to a village in Turkey was wonderful. 4. My trip to the village last week was awesome. Fun time and project. 1. Look and match. A. Bridge. B. Temple. C. Castle. D. Tower. E. Village. F. Egypt. 2. Project. My cool trip. Last year, I was in Vietnam. My trip to Vietnam was amazing. I saw beautiful places, ate delicious food, and met friendly people. I visited Hanoi, the capital city. The streets were busy, and the markets had many colorful things. I also went to Halong Bay, where I saw big boats and tall rocks in the sea. The weather was warm, and I enjoyed walking outside. I tried pho, a tasty noodle soup. It was my favorite food. The people in Vietnam were very kind. I had so much fun and want to visit again one day. Workbook. 1. Read and write. 1. My trip to England was wonderful. 2. Our trip to the old village in Vietnam was exciting. 3. His trip to Egypt was awesome. 4. Her trip to the farm in Turkey was boring.
3. Listen and match. 1. How was your trip to the beach?
It was awesome.
2. How was their trip to Hanoi?
It was wonderful.
3. How was his trip to the zoo?
It was boring.
4. How was her trip to the farm?
It was exciting.
5. How was your trip to the village?
It was cool.
3. Look and write. 1. How was your trip to America? It was exciting. 2. How was his trip to England? It was cool. 3. How was their trip to Egypt? It was wonderful. 4. How was her trip to Turkey? It was awesome. 5. How was your trip to Vietnam? It was great. 4. Look and write. 1. How was her trip to Hà Giang? It was awesome. 2. How was her trip to Hanoi? It was wonderful. 3. How was her trip to Huế? It was exciting. 4. How was her trip to Pleiku? It was great. 5. How was her trip to Ho Chi Minh City? It was cool.
5. Listen and write. 1. Where were you last week?
I was in England.
2. How was your trip to England?
It was awesome.
3. How was her trip to Egypt?
It was exciting.
4. How was his trip to America?
It was wonderful.
Project 1. Read and write. Emma's diary. 1. Emma was in England last March, and the trip was awesome. 2. Emma was in America with her family last July, and the trip was cool. 3. Emma was in Vietnam with her friends last September, and the trip was wonderful. 4. Emma was in Turkey last November, and the trip was great. 5. Emma was in the town with her family last December, and the trip was fun. That's it for today's lesson. Goodbye and see you next time.